Hi guys, I've got another carnivore clutch to cut today. So this is a ivory enchi, which I made quite a few years ago, so I know what's in it, and to a carnivore blackhead and a carnivore spotnose. The only two males I've got carnivore wise that are up to size and I'm mating at the moment, so those two went in there. So without further ado, let's cut the eggs and go and see what we made. Hi guys, so this is the clutch in question. This is the enchi ivory cross carnivore. We're not sure if we've made carnivore yellow bellies yet or not. Wayne Eden may or may not have made one. We're not really sure. He's made a carnivore, which is a bit odd. And we can't make up our mind whether it's yellow belly or not. So this is a carnivore blackhead to an ivory enchi, and a carnivore spot nose to the ivory enchi. So let's have a look what we've got. It's amazing how quiet I usually go when I'm cutting these, because I'm concentrating. Just shows you how much effort it takes to concentrate these days. Well, there you go, first animal there. Looks like a blackhead carnivore. Could be a blackhead yellow belly carnivore. I'm going to say with how black it is, it's going to be blackhead that's got this clutch, unless we get a dual side, which is nothing unusual in this shed. But for the time being, that is most definitely looking like a blackhead carnivore, probably yellow belly as well. It looks quite a bit different from the other blackhead carnivores I've made so far. Oh, this one's got a puncture wound on it, so this one was thinking about coming out. They're actually a day overdue, but they weren't that badly collapsed, so I left them for another day. Okay, now that I'm saying probably yellow belly. Donut. It's an ivory, so they're obviously yellow belly. And there's another one there. That I think is possibly just a yellow belly. I'm not sure. It's very dark. It might be another blackhead yellow belly without the carnivore in it. God, this one's very dried out. This one's very desiccated. So this one will be ready to come out. But it's very dry. Wow. That, I think, is an enchi carnivore. Whoops, bashed the camera about. I'm going to say enchi carnivore on that one. It's very pale for a carnivore, and it's definitely a carnivore. Excuse the air. I'll just turn that down. And then it'll go off. There we go. So the next one. Don't know what that is, but I'm going to have a properly good look at this one after I finish filming, because it looks like it's got its umbilicus wrapped around it, so I might have to do some bit of manoeuvring with that one. I'm not entirely sure what that is. In fact, I'd go as far as to say I've got a clue at the moment. And there we have. That is definitely a carnivore enchi. Definitely the colour of that. I made a carnivore enchi a couple of weeks ago and I wasn't that impressed with it until I realised it had spot nose in it as well. It's very bright, but not particularly nice pattern, but that one's got pattern as well, so that's nice. This one is very tight on the baby. As I cut that, I could feel the air going in and the baby kind of pushing. Yeah, he's not too impressed about it. That looks like a yellow belly. Just a yellow belly. A grumpy yellow belly. Still got, despite being a day over, they've still got a big, oh, that one has still got quite a bit of yolk. And this baby's the same. It was pushed right up in the top. I've just moved it down a little. I can feel it kicking back. So. And there we have what looks like another enchi carnivore. Wow. Well, that'll be enchi yellow belly carnivore, won't it? Everything's yellow belly. So the one I just said is definitely enchi, is enchi yellow belly carnivore. I'm going to say that's the same. Wow, some nice combos there. Can't wait till they shed off, and I'll give you an update when they do. So here they are, all shed off. There's quite a lot of them, so I'm not going to linger on some of them. I know what some of them are. There's a few in here that I still have no idea what they are. So like this one, for instance. I'm going to say that's a yellow belly, just a yellow belly. Don't think there's anything else in that animal. I'm not sure there isn't anything else in that animal, because it's an unusual looking animal if it's a yellow belly. It's quite a busy pattern. Oh, loads of yeah, I don't know. I'm still not convinced about this cryptic thing that people have been talking about. So well, I am on some of them, but not on that one. It looks a bit like it, but I don't think it is. And then there's this one, which is a blackhead yellow belly. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else in there. Let's have a little look what sex that is. It's a little girl. Yep, nice head stamp. Blackhead, typical blackhead yellow belly. These things get quite bright actually. They get brighter as they grow. There's more blackheads in here. That one looks quite interesting. So look at this one. So there's another blackhead. A blackhead yellow belly in it. There may be something in that first one, because this one's much lighter. I suppose that could have enchi in it, but I'm really not sure. But that one, I'm going to say is definitely just a oh, it's a carnivore, that's why. So that's actually a carnivore. Look at the ringers on it as well. That's quite interesting. So that's a carnivore. That is a carnivore yellow belly. Blackhead. That's quite cool. So that supersedes Dad by 1 gene. That's nice. See if I'm a bit more awake than the last video I made. I almost wasn't there, I think. And there's another blackhead yellow belly. The obviously every animal is going to be yellow belly, and that's again, it's a bit like the first one, but obviously this one's got the carnivore on top. Carnivore doesn't usually make things darker, but it is definitely a much darker animal. That's a little girl. I didn't pop the blackhead, did I? Let's look at that one. It's a carnivore even. That's a girl. Par for the course really for these. Okay. Then we're going to come to the ones that people are saying are cryptics. So this one here, this one is very funky. Now it's definitely not a it's not a carnivore. It's not a typical carnivore. There's no dorsal stripe on it. It doesn't have a typical carnivore head stamp. It's these weird ringers all along it. And if you look at the sides of that looks like, I have a cryptic in the shed, and this just looks like an enchi cryptic. Look at all the ringers on that side. Wow, this thing is amazing. Look at that. Didn't really notice that prior to shedding. These are amazing. And there's the head. This is the reason why people are saying it's a cryptic. The pattern coming off the side and the eye straps. I don't know if it is or not, but I'll probably keep a pair of these and breed them together. So this is probably an enchi cryptic. I believe I popped this in, it was a male. It is. It's got some quite interesting, very interesting colours on its belly. Look at those. Almost pied looking on its belly. And then there's this one, which is very cryptic looking. It's got the eye stripe, it's got the pattern coming off onto the neck, continue from the head. It's got a very funky, messed up pattern, but this one definitely is a carnivore. You've got your dorsal stripe. There's some striping on the belly, and there's some under the neck, but it's a lot paler than it usually is. The belly's got some amazing colours on them. Again, and obviously I just said that one's an enchi cryptic, was obviously an enchi yellow belly cryptic. None of them can't be yellow belly. So this is a yellow belly enchi carnivore cryptic. It's a really cool animal. So this is a cryptic yellow belly enchi carnivore. Wow. Absolutely gorgeous. And then last but not least, and this is my favourite one in the clutch. Actually, I think that one's probably the more powerful. I don't know. No, I think these are the same. Yeah, so this is a carnivore. It's also enchi, and it has to be yellow belly. Look at that head stamp. You couldn't mistake that for an enchi. And this is the one they were saying this is the one that started off the cryptic conversations when I posted it on Instagram and Facebook. Absolutely beautiful. Look at the side of this face. That is amazing. Look at it. How beautiful is that? It's got a gorgeous head. Not really much belly stripe going on there. There's a little bit, but it's really faded. Probably even difficult to pick up on the camera, but there is a little. Fantastic colours on its belly and everything. It's weird. There's like hardly, considering I know 100% that all of these are yellow belly, there's very little flaming on any of these. So I'm guessing there's little bits inside the black. I'm guessing that the carnivore kind of has suppressed that a little bit. Look at that animal. It's probably, apart from the Powerball carnivore, this is probably my next favourite animal in this gene. It's absolutely blown away by this. I think, if I remember rightly, this one was a boy. Yeah, it's a boy. Look at that. Look at, and this is not typical of the carnivore. These dark blushings in the lighter patches is all over them. The one that is a cryptic yellow belly is even more pronounced. All this blushing that's in there, and obviously the yellow belly, along with the enchi, has really messed the pattern up of the carnivore. But look at that! What a stunning animal! I'm well chuffed with this clutch. And again, there's going to be a lot of holdbacks. That face, it's amazing. Well, there we go. What an amazing clutch! You know, it's blown me away. One of these clutches that just, it has extra genes in it and things I wasn't expected. Those animals that look cryptic, I've discussed with some people that are more of an expert on cryptic than I am, and they will agree they are cryptics. No idea where it came from. They've studied the dad, they've studied the mum. The mum has got cryptic head stamp, but it's very hard to see because she's an ivory enchi. So, you know, those animals that are people are saying are cryptic, I'll obviously be keeping those. Awesome. I mean, the enchis, the enchi carnivores in this clutch. Well, they're enchi yellow belly carnivores, obviously, because every single one of them's yellow belly. Are just amazing, and a lot of them will be staying put. Obviously, especially the cryptic ones. So this gene just keeps getting more and more interesting and more complex. I love what the yellow belly's done to it. It's really messed up the pattern a lot. So I think, have I got any more? Yeah, I've got one more carnivore clutch to come in the very near future, which should be very interesting. Lots and lots of genes in it. Anyway, I am waffling as usual. If you enjoyed my video, please tick like. If you haven't already subscribed, I would appreciate that. That would be great. And stay safe out there. Stay safe and warm. It's bloody freezing.